According to the Federal Reserve, the median American net worth is approximately $192,700. But the mean average American net worth is approximately $1,063,700. The extraordinary gap between those two numbers tells the entire story. A small number of extraordinarily wealthy people are pulling the average dramatically upward, while the majority of ordinary Americans have significantly less than $200,000 in total net worth. According to research by Ramsey Solutions, approximately 80% of American millionaires are first-generation millionaires, meaning they did not inherit their wealth. They built it from scratch, starting from exactly where most ordinary people are right now. And according to the same research, the average millionaire reaches millionaire status at approximately 49 years old. But here is what is extraordinary. The people who start with a clear and specific plan reach millionaire status significantly faster than the people who simply work hard, save carefully, and hope for the best. Today we are going to give you that exact plan. A specific month-by-month 12-month roadmap based on real verified financial data that gives any ordinary person the clearest and most actionable path to their first million. Quarter 1 covers months 1, 2, and 3 and is entirely about building the financial foundation that makes everything else possible. Month 1 is dedicated entirely to one single task: a complete and brutally honest financial audit. Most ordinary people have never sat down and calculated their exact net worth, their exact monthly income versus monthly expenses, their exact debt obligations and interest rates, and their exact monthly cash flow available for investment. According to research by the National Financial Educators Council, financial ignorance costs the average American approximately $1,819 per year simply through the avoidance of understanding their own financial situation clearly. The month 1 task is straightforward. List every single asset you own and its current market value. List every single debt you carry and its current interest rate and monthly payment. Subtract your total liabilities from your total assets. That number is your starting point. It does not matter how uncomfortable that number is, because you cannot build a plan from a starting point you have never honestly identified. Month 2 is dedicated to building an emergency fund of approximately 3 to 6 months of living expenses. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the average American household spends approximately $5,111 per month, meaning a 3-month emergency fund requires approximately $15,333. This emergency fund is not an investment. It is insurance against the financial emergencies that derail most people's wealth-building plans before they ever gain real momentum. Month 3 is dedicated entirely to eliminating all high-interest debt. Credit card debt at 22% interest. Personal loans at 15 to 18% interest. Any debt charging more than approximately 8% annually. Because carrying high-interest debt while trying to build wealth is mathematically equivalent to trying to fill a bucket with a large hole in the bottom. Every dollar of 22% interest debt eliminated is a guaranteed 22% return. Better than Warren Buffett's long-term average annual return. Quarter 2 covers months 4, 5, and 6 and is entirely about maximizing and diversifying income. Because the single most powerful accelerator of any wealth-building plan is increasing the gap between income and expenses. Month 4 is dedicated to maximizing primary income. According to research by Salary.com, approximately 84% of employers expect salary negotiations. Yet approximately 57% of Americans never negotiate their salary. Even a 10% salary increase on a $60,000 annual salary adds $6,000 per year to your wealth-building capacity. Compounded over 20 years at 10% annual return, that $6,000 per year becomes approximately $343,000. From one salary negotiation conversation. Month 5 is dedicated to building one additional income stream. According to research by Thomas Corley, 65% of self-made millionaires had 3 or more income streams before reaching millionaire status. The most accessible additional income streams for ordinary people in 2026 include freelancing in a marketable skill, creating digital products, starting a service-based side business, or monetizing a specific area of expertise. The goal in month 5 is not to immediately match your primary income. The goal is to build one stream that generates at least $500 to $1,000 per month in additional income, which when invested consistently adds approximately $6,000 to $12,000 per year to your wealth-building capacity. Month 6 is dedicated to reducing expenses systematically. Not through deprivation but through optimization. According to research by Rocket Money, the average American wastes approximately $133 per month on subscriptions they have forgotten about or no longer actively use. That is approximately $1,596 per year being silently extracted from ordinary people's financial lives every single year. Month 6 task is to audit every single recurring expense and eliminate everything that does not provide genuine and measurable value. Quarter 3 covers months 7, 8, and 9 and is entirely about deploying the income surplus created in Quarter 2 into the most mathematically optimal investment sequence. Month 7 is dedicated to capturing every available tax advantage before investing a single dollar in any taxable account. A 401k allows contributions of up to $23,500 per year in 2025. A Roth IRA allows contributions of up to $7,000 per year. A health savings account allows contributions of up to $4,300 per year. Between these three accounts, ordinary people can shelter up to $34,800 annually from taxation. According to research by Vanguard, the tax drag on a taxable investment account versus a tax-advantaged account costs the average investor approximately $244,000 over 30 years. That is $250,000 lost simply by investing in the wrong type of account. Month 8 is dedicated to building a core investment portfolio. The mathematically simplest and most historically reliable core portfolio for any ordinary person starting their investment journey consists of a broad market U.S. index fund, tracking the S&P 500 with approximately 10% historical annual returns, a broad market international index fund providing geographic diversification, and a small allocation to gold as an inflation hedge given the current global debt environment where gold has already risen from approximately $300 per ounce in 2002. To over $4,300 per ounce in 2026. Month 9 is dedicated to automating the entire investment system. Setting up automatic monthly contributions to every investment account on the exact day the paycheck arrives before the money is ever seen or spent. According to research by behavioral economist Shlomo Benartzi, automatic enrollment in investment plans increases participation rates from approximately 49% to approximately 86%. Automation removes the single most powerful obstacle to consistent investing, which is the human brain's tendency to prioritize immediate spending over future investment. Quarter 4 covers months 10, 11, and 12, and is entirely about building the system's habits and knowledge infrastructure that will sustain and accelerate wealth building far beyond the initial 12-month plan. Month 10 is dedicated to building financial knowledge systematically. According to research by Thomas Corley, 88% of wealthy people read for self-improvement for at least 30 minutes every day. The Month 10 task is to establish a daily financial education habit. 1 personal finance book per month. 1 financial education video per day. And 1 deeper study of a specific financial topic per week, whether that topic is index fund investing, tax optimization, real estate fundamentals, or business building. Month 11 is dedicated to reviewing, optimizing, and scaling the entire system built over the previous 10 months. Calculate your updated net worth. Compare it to your Month 1 starting point. Identify the income streams, investments, and expense reductions that produced the greatest results. And double down on those specific areas in the months ahead. Month 12 is dedicated to setting the specific and measurable financial goals for the next 3 years. According to research by Dr. Gail at the Dominican University of California, people who write down their goals are approximately 42% more likely to achieve them than people who simply think about their goals. The Month 12 task is to write down exactly what your net worth will be in 1 year, 3 years, and 5 years. Exactly what income streams you will have built by each of those milestones. And exactly what specific monthly investment contributions you will be making at each of those points. Here is the complete mathematical picture of what this 12-month plan produces for an ordinary person starting from zero. Salary negotiation adding $6,000 per year to income. Side income stream generating $1,000 per month or $12,000 per year. Expense optimization freeing up approximately $300 per month or $3,600 per year. Total additional annual wealth building capacity generated approximately $21,600. Invested consistently at 10% annual return, that $21,600 per year becomes approximately $343,000 over 10 years. Approximately $1.27 million over 20 years. Approximately $3.98 million over 30 years. from the additional wealth-building capacity generated in just 1/4 of one 12-month plan. The 12-month plan is not about becoming a millionaire in 12 months. It is about building in 12 months the financial foundation, the income capacity, the investment system, and the knowledge infrastructure that makes becoming a millionaire not just possible but mathematically inevitable given sufficient time and consistency. Here is the single most important data point in this entire video. 80%. That is the percentage of American millionaires who are first generation, meaning they built their wealth from scratch. They did not inherit it. They did not win it. They built it deliberately and systematically using exactly the kind of clear, specific, actionable plan we have just shown you. The gap between where most ordinary people are financially right now and millionaire status is not primarily a gap in income, intelligence, or opportunity. It is a gap in planning. And that gap can be closed by anyone with a clear enough plan, a consistent enough execution, and a long enough time horizon. The 12-month plan starts today. Month 1 starts today. The financial audit starts today. And the only question that remains is whether you are going to start it.